So today's video is going to be me talking about the brand origin story of Too Faced. Excited to be doing 2 videos on the brand history of Too Faced. I don't support Too Faced, that's just my personal choice, but if you support Too Faced then that's fine. This is going to be the first video and it's going to be the origin story, where it all began for Too. Number 2 will be talking about Too Faced from like 2012 onwards. I've been going to be digging in as deep as I possibly could because I love research. It's one of my favourite things to do is research for videos, because you get to learn something new about stuff that you're interested in. Like, I've really become quite interested in makeup. There will be a video coming in Slickmas of my makeup collection. So I'm going to give an overview of what the brand says about themselves. There was a time in the 90s when darkness was all the rage and pink had a bad rep. Enter Gerald Blandino and Jeremy Johnson, unimpressed and distressed by the too serious state of the cosmetics industry. Let's move the new back slightly, and I'm going to make this a bit bigger so I can read it. They longed to start a company that brought back unapologetic glamour and femininity, inspired by the love of Paris and unabashed girliness and the transformed power of cosmetics. That they created Too Faced, a beauty brand with big dreams. Today, Too Faced has grown into a leader within the beauty industry, creating innovative, cruelty-free cosmetics that women love to wear. With Jeremy as CEO Action Man and Gerald as Chief Creative Official Dreamer, their rebellious spirit, visionary focus and unexpected humour defines their brand to this day. Now I'm going to read something a little bit about the founders. Too Faced co-founders Gerald Blandino and Jeremy Johnson get their start behind the department store makeup counter. Gerald worked at Estee Lauder on the Estee Lauder counter, which we'll get into more later, and Jeremy also spent time at Estee Lauder. Working one-on-one with clients allowed transformative power that makeup had on their clients, and they would celebrate individuality and inject joy back into makeup. Led by no rules but fun, with Picard a laser-like focus and a dream to celebrate and empower women. Too Faced was born in 1998. Today Jeremy, that was so bad just now. Too Faced was born in 1999. Gerald Blandino is still imitating new business strategies, while Gerald is continually inspired to create innovative new products. Too Faced is sold in more than 30 countries, is one of the top selling brands sold. There are going to be 2 parts to this video. Part 1 is a bit about the founders and how the brand started. Part 2 is going to be more talking about like the brand itself and things that don't really come up as much in this bit. In order to talk about Too Faced, you cannot talk about Too Faced without talking about the founders who created the brand. Now it's time to unpack and talk about Gerald Blandino. Gerald Blandino was born on the 14th of April 1970. Gerald was an artist growing up. As a kid, he won art shows, was always drawing, and was bossed with the mullets. He went to art school because he wanted to become an art teacher. Makeup to him was another form of art. He went to art and animation school for Disney and the Warner Brothers. Gerald got a job at Saks Fifth Avenue, where he worked behind the counter at Estee Lauder. I read that Gerald Blandino fell into the world of cosmetics by accident. At this point in time, he knew very little about makeup, and he wanted to be able to transfer his art skills into the working world of makeup. It didn't take long before he was applying makeup to so many faces. It quickly changed a person. He was seeing what the effects of applying makeup did to someone's face and how quickly it could change a person. Gerald Blandino got very quickly bored with Estee Lauder products. This for me was how I found out about Estee Lauder, was researching for this video and watching videos that talked about Too Faced, as well as like looking on Google. It was quite hard to find stuff, so I did rely on videos quite a lot. In the early 90s, makeup had lots of rules and had very little fun to it. It was a regime which had caused makeup to lose its fun. It was like the Holy Bible. So he started to experiment with testers and samples. He'd go to all the different counters in the store and borrow other testers and samples and blend them together to create what he thought was missing in the world of makeup. So he would crush up a Chanel blush, crush it up with an Estee Lauder lipstick. Alanson says, "I've just created these crazy cool things because that's what we need." Gerald started to apply his creations to clients' faces. His passion for creating these products catched on to people. He would go round the counters and go, "Here, do your mixing up," and he'd mix up these products and he'd make the creation, which is exactly what Gerald would do. He'd make his creation. He would go home and melt things down in the microwave, and he would return it to customers in a Tupperware tub. Gerald was caught borrowing makeup from the Saks by security guard, which got him in some trouble, but not enough to be fired from Estee Lauder. Jeremy Johnson, Gerald's partner in his life as well as his business, started with a career in fashion and the cosmetics in his early 20s, beginning with a position in Armani. He subsequently spent his time at Chanel and Estee Lauder. Gerald and Jeremy have a Q&A on their Too Faced YouTube channel where they do talk about things. Too Faced started in 1998. The field was filed as a trademark in August the 8th, 1997. Their official registration date was the 27th of July, 1999. Where exactly does the name Too Faced come from? Too Faced came from working behind the counter for women who could lose their marbles if they didn't have their favourite makeup product in their shade, hence the name Too Faced. Their beauty regime was like a religion. They did it like reading the Holy Bible. Be careful, this one is two-faced. Is the one who suggested to Gerald we should work on this together, because Gerald was so passionate about creating makeup, he was ruining their microwave. In order to sell makeup, they couldn't just mash together products that already existed. They had to make their own unique formula. They also needed their own unique packaging that was different to other brands. They found a lab, which apparently they found in the phone book, which is interesting to find out. Did not know that you could find a lab in the phone book. Too Faced manufactured their products in the USA. They phoned the lab and said, "We have a brand idea for Estee Lauder." The lab said, "Sure." They didn't say they worked in the Estee Lauder mall. They didn't disclose how they were affiliated with Estee Lauder. During the time when they were developing in the lab, Gerald was still working at Estee Lauder. Gerald's boss saw a Vogue article and which he was in, which contained a story about Too-Faced, which was just as it was launching. There are 8 eyeshadows, 8 lipsticks, 10 nail polishes, which were being launched. His boss banged the magazine on the countertop and said, "What are you doing?" Gerald then realised, "I think I need to quit my job and do Too-Faced full time." Jeremy and Gerald referred to themselves as rebellious Estee Lauder kids. They described Too-Faced as one part 50s and 60s girl glamour, and the other part 90s bitches streetwise chic. 70s inspired names such as That Girl, Marsha, Bionic, AstroTurf, Love Hangover. Too-Faced at this point was full of pop culture references. They used this as part of their names for products and in their product development. They would also partner up with TV shows and arrange to have their products used on sets. Also, they would arrange to have their products given away to the audience. Before launch party, their products would be gifted to celebrities before award shows and in goodie bags. Drew Barrymore wore Too-Faced makeup to the Oscars in the 90s. Products would be gifted to makeup artists to use on their high-profile clients. Gerald and Jeremy being so close to Los Angeles, where all the TV and film was happening, meant that they could very easily get their products in the hands of those high-profile people. In the late 90s, Too-Faced products were used on the set of Will and Grace, and believe it or not, The View. The biggest splash for Too-Faced was when Madonna wore one of their glitter eyeshadows to the MCA Awards. She also allegedly wore Too-Faced makeup in the music video Ray of Light. Too-Faced, this was a massive deal for them. This was one thing which caused Too-Faced to have their big break. The other things they got them, there was the Vogue article. There were 8 original lipsticks. The shades were Marsha, which was a frosty pink, Drop Dead Red, a dark red, a massive Thing, Miss Thing, Trampler, a deep blue, Pity Stick, a frosty purple, That Girl, an orange copper, Hot Flash, a metallic raspberry, Bionic, a metallic silver. They all tasted like chocolate. Too-Faced was about giving the makeup experience, giving it a smell, making you almost want to eat it, which I will talk more about this in part 2. The nail polishes, they had fun names as well. These products were hard to find images for. This was like the best I could do. Some of the nail polish shades matched the lipsticks, like Marsha. They had other fun, interesting names like Twinkle Toes, Trophy Wife, and Metany. Said that wrong, but I don't know how to say it. Then a nail palette, which launched in 2018 to celebrate 20 years of Too-Faced cosmetics. They had 10 of the original shades in their original eyeshadow palette, and 10 shades that would be how they would do that concept now. The mixture of doubles and singles. The 2018 There and Now collection gives an idea of what they're like now and what they were like in 1988. With Too-Faced, there is a lot of colour, a lot of glitter, a lot of exciting packaging. This glitter eyeshadow has been called the first glitter eyeshadow. The reason why this glitter eyeshadow came about was because Gerald was in the lab watching some products being made. He was wearing a black shirt with glitter on. He told the technician, "I want an eyeshadow like this." They were pressing a matte black eyeshadow. The technician said, "Not gonna happen." Gerald ran over, picked up some cosmetics glitter. The technician then started adding it and then binding in until they made a black glitter eyeshadow. Too Faced was like pushing out the boat, kind of similar to how Jeffree Star is. I haven't got a video coming soon. By mixing products that had glitter, like a blush and which had glitter in. Gerald had done the process before, knew the process of creating. Gerald had to give up Estee Lauder to focus solely on Too Faced. He even designed the logo, which was a cartoon supermodel, which I'm probably going to say their name wrong because I can't say names right, which was named Envy, quote unquote. She's got personality, she steals everyone's boyfriends. She was a major part of Too Faced promotion, their packaging materials. In 1999, Too Faced started selling in Sephora. Too Faced at this point were estimated $2 million worth. Too Faced's success was in their colour and their creativity. Too Faced was featured in teen magazines. Too Faced particularly appealed to those under 25. To stand out from other brands, they had novel products instead of like staple products that they relied on. The staple products sort of came later. If something didn't work out, they'd just discontinue it. They weren't afraid to discontinue. Around 2001, Too Faced partnered with GVC to sell exclusive sets like Jet Setter, which had lip gloss, eyeshadow. And the probably gonna say this wrong because I'm saying everything wrong tonight. Busker's Celebrity, She Knows Kit, Glitter and Glamour set, Superstars Sparkle set, Glitter Glamour kits in Matzo. Then we had the Kitty Glitters, Cat Kits, and Kitten, which were glitters, and also Too Faced had like the first eyeshadow base. The Shadows Insured, which had the first eyeshadow base and lipstick. Interesting to mention. It's nice getting to find out about older Too Faced products. Can't speak. Older Too Faced products, because I mostly know their new products. Like, I don't know really any of their old products. I don't own any of their products. Their partnership with the QVC saw more people being able to see Too Faced rather than just their target demographic. My notes are here, so that's where my notes are. If I'm looking there, that's why. Forgot to mention that at the start. Too Faced at the time, specific product they were known for, nothing basically, like they didn't have a specific product. They do now, like they're known for like Born This Way, Better and Sex. They were known at the time for colourful packaging. This brand had personality, they had lip gloss packaging in rings. This is an image of what their packaging looks like. I know it's a modern image, this is like the best I can do. But that's what it looks like. They had lip glosses in fun shades like Pop, Yum, Yo-Yo and Tutu. Too Faced packaging was like a throwback to old school makeup packaging. They had compact glosses which were lighter versions of their lipsticks. They had lots of glitter, had a massive scent of chocolate. Made you want to eat it, makes me hungry. At the time I was researching this, I hadn't eaten since lunch. They had lip liners which had names like Prom Queen, Drag Queen. They had standout palettes like the Quickie Chronicles. These palettes would have eyeshadows, blushes, glosses, even included eyeliner. Their brandings were like cheeky, gimmicky femininity, which they were known for, which they lean heavily into. They would alter their store display to feature like softer pink rather than bright pink shades. In their products they would include a simple book which was how to, which showed you how to create basic looks with their products. This was something Gerald had carried over with him from his makeup artistry days. The women he worked with wanted some kind of instructions on how to create looks that he did on themselves at home. Too Faced created their mainstay products like Shadow Insurance. The biggest complaint about Too Faced glitter was the fallout and how far it transferred down your face. It didn't stay on the lids. The Shadow Insurance came out in 1988 according to my findings. Another popular Too Faced product was the Too Faced Lip Injection, which came out in 2005 from what I read. It was inspired by the lip product, which was the Sephora Lip Balm, which was the first lip plumping gloss. When Too Faced's lip plumping gloss came out, it was direct competition with the Sephora Venom. A couple of years later, after Too Faced launched their lipsticks, they discontinued them, quote unquote. It's dead, it's over, we get out of it. They relaunched their lipsticks in 2007. The collection was called the Luxury Lip Collection, which had a champagne butter infused formula. Their packaging was a pink brushed metal casing, topped with 17-carat diamonds. Some of the lip products were the original lipstick shades, some were new names. They had Drop Dead Red, which was supposedly their shade that Too Faced had originally developed for Madonna in 1999. A Fire Engine Red, which was a lipstick made for Gwyneth's. There was also Celebrity Meltdown, which was a gold tinted rose. Gerald didn't say who it was made for, which we can all guess it was 2007. It had to be Britney Spears. They then entered a partnership with... There'll be a picture, I'm not going to say it because I can't say it. To create 3 lip glosses. Blueberry Raspberry, yum, sounds good. Dragon Fruit Lime, doesn't sound that nice. Strawberry Melon Lip Gloss, sounds good. They were meant to... They're actually called Fuse Drinks. The part where I didn't say it, the name will be on screen and the picture will be there. To be like... suppress appetites like Fuse Drinks. With the tagline, always on the lips, never on the hips. Don't think a brand would get away with anything like that in 2021, but it was 2007. They also made the Lash Injection Mascara. They didn't have a successful mascara, so better than Sex. To be honest, I think personally one of the best mascaras is the one I've got in my makeup collection. And this is Sky High. It's such a good makeup mascara. I always open it the wrong way. I've had like 3 coats on my lashes. I love this because the wand is literally like this. Lisa, Gerald's sister, inspired the Too Faced bronzers. He created bronzers as an alternative to tanning because Lisa was diagnosed with stage 4 melanoma. There was also the Love Lisa Beauty, which was created to have proceeds donated to the Melanoma Research Foundation. Gerald did donate a lot to the Melanoma Research Foundation. So I hope this was good. I hope I didn't screw up too much. And I hope this video was good. I hope you found out a lot about the brand. Editing me will probably pop in some text here and there when it's needed. So if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.